This is the PicoLoader, and this is the SD to SP2 Pro. And using only a game bit screwdriver and a Phillips head screwdriver, no soldering required, you can install them into your GameCube and play all of your games off of a single micro SD card. I bought it on AliExpress from the Retro Scaler official store. It's currently $27 with a $1 coupon and free shipping. There's 3 different options. You're gonna wanna choose the third option that comes with the PicoLoader, a ribbon cable, a spare ribbon cable, the bracket, and the SD to SP2 Pro. If you need a game bit screwdriver, there are plenty of options for around $5. You want the 4.5mm option. The first step is to flip your GameCube over and remove the 4 screws on the bottom using your game bit screwdriver. The top of the GameCube will now be really loose, so hold the top and bottom and then flip it right side up. Then the top of the GameCube should lift straight up. The next step is to remove the controller ports by unclipping the plastic tabs on the sides with your index fingers and then gently pulling out the ribbon cable to remove it from the console. Now unclip the plastic on the video ports on the back and then remove it. Next, disconnect the fan and then unscrew and remove the whole fan module. With the fan module removed, now unscrew those remaining 3 screws. Now go to the back of the GameCube and unscrew those 4 screws. And then go to the other side of the GameCube and remove the remaining 5 screws. Now we go back to the front of the GameCube and remove the 4 screws along with the metal pieces they're attached to. Now that all the screws are removed, you can pull the disk drive straight up and disconnect it from the console. There shouldn't be too much resistance because you're just unplugging it from this port right here. Next, grab the PicoLoader that you ordered and take out one of the ribbon cables. Now we need to fold this ribbon cable so that it looks like an M as in Mary when viewed from the side. The first thing we'll do is fold right at this center line. Next, we're gonna fold at the top of the gold contacts on the right side. Now we're gonna fold just under this lettering right along this line here. We're gonna fold the opposite direction, and it should look like this from the side. Now we're gonna do the top of the gold contacts on the left side, folding downwards. Finally, we're gonna fold along this line right here, folding upwards once again. And now that we're finished, we should have a nice M shape from the side. Now we need to insert the ribbon cable into the disk drive port on the console. Make sure you have the top side facing up and orient the cable as I've shown here, where the long side of the ribbon cable is hanging over the edge of the GameCube. We're going to use the M that we folded into the ribbon cable to seat it inside the disk drive port. It'll take a little bit of finagling, but it should sit nicely once you get it in. You'll also want to fold in the flaps on the ribbon cable so that they're out of the way. Now grab your disk drive assembly and we're going to plug it back in right on top of the ribbon cable. Make sure the ribbon cable goes through the small slit in the metal and that it's sitting on the outside of the plastic posts. You'll have to apply a bit of pressure to fully seat it, just don't force it and you'll be fine. Now take out the bracket and use 2 of the 3 included screws to attach the PicoLoader. Next, you're gonna mount the bracket, threading the ribbon cable behind it. Then unlock the connector on the PicoLoader, insert the ribbon cable and lock it down. And finally, use 2 of your original GameCube screws to screw down the bracket. Now screw in the remaining 2 screws on this side and the 4 on the back next to the video ports. Next, go to the fan side and first screw down the middle 3 screws. Grab the fan module, rethread the power cable and plug it in, then screw the fan module down. Go to the front of the GameCube and screw down the 2 metal pieces we took off earlier. Stay on this side and grab the controller port assembly, reattach the ribbon cable and then clip it back into place. Do the same for the back plastic covering the video ports. And finally, slowly lower the top shell back on, making sure that the ribbon cable doesn't get snagged. And to close it all up, screw the 4 game bit screws back into the bottom. Now take out your SD to SP2 Pro. It comes in 2 pieces and you need to connect them as shown first. Then this gets plugged into serial port 2 on your GameCube, and you might need to remove the cover for serial port 1 for it to fit properly. You're now ready to set up the micro SD card, and it's very simple. Just put it in your computer, format to FAT32, make a folder called Games, put your games in that folder, and then put the micro SD card into your SD to SP2 Pro. Now turn on your GameCube, and if it worked, it will skip the GameCube animation, It's going to bring up the global settings first. The only thing you need to confirm is that configuration device is set to SD card SD2 SP2. Press B, go to save and exit, and then press A. Go down to Star Fox Assault, press A, press A. And now you are playing your games off of an SD card instead of a disc. And if that worked for you, excellent, you're off to the races, have fun. If it didn't work, here's a couple issues that I ran into. The connection for the SD to SP2 Pro is really loose. On my silver GameCube, that was not a problem. It was loose, but it still worked. For my purple GameCube, no matter what I did, I could not get it to read it. Now there's two solutions for this. The first solution, if you know how to solder, is you can add a very tiny bit of solder to the gold contacts. This is a stock version. This is with the solder added to the gold contacts. You just want a little bit so that it's actually snug. It worked like a charm for me, fixed the problem immediately. If you don't know how to solder, instead of getting the third option that I showed on AliExpress, you're gonna wanna get the second option, which comes with a memory card to SD card adapter. It looks like this, and you just plug it into your memory card slot, and it works essentially the same. It also can use full-size SD cards. The reason why I went with this adapter is because it's just so slick and like works like right in there, and you got the SD card on the side. I didn't want to take up a memory card slot and the SD card sticks out really far. But it works perfectly fine. So if you're at all worried about this connection being loose, or you don't know how to solder and you get a loose one, you can get the memory card adapter. But I just wanted to make a tutorial to show how incredibly easy it is to install one of these into a GameCube. And you can still use your disk drive if your disk drive works. Mine does not work, but it also makes your GameCube region free. You can do all sorts of other cool stuff with it. We've only scratched the surface. But if you just want to play your games off of an SD card, this is the easiest, quickest, cheapest way to do it. Enjoy putting all of your games on the SD card, playing it off of there. It's so convenient. It's so much fun. But I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.